this, sir, our topic is all about the art of East Asia in Japan. So, painting subject or themes. First, scenes from everyday life. Second, narrative scenes grounded with figures and detail. The object or items that are usually put into painting are called subject, themes, or motif. This may be about animals, people, landscape, and anything about the environment. Adopted in Japan during the Edo period, 1630 to 1867, and became one of their oldest and most highly developed visual arts. The most common theme in Japan for printmaking describes scenes from everyday life. It narrates the scenes and it often packed with figures and detail. In East Asia painting, first, landscape painting was regarded as the highest form of Chinese painting. Second, they also consider the three concepts of their arts: nature's, heaven, and humankind, also yin-yang. Silk was often used as the medium to paint upon, but it was quite expensive. Last, Kai Lun invented the paper in the 1st century AD. It provided not only a cheap and widespread medium for writing, but painting became more economical. Painting is a technique for printing text, images, or patterns used widely throughout East Asia. It became one of their oldest and most highly developed visual arts. Ukiyo-e, the best known and most popular style of Japanese art, is ukiyo-e, which Japanese for pictures of the floating world, and it is related to the style of wood block printmaking that shows sense of harmony and carefree everyday living. Ukiyo-e art was produced in a diversity of different media, including painting, and became art domain of the upper classes and royalty, but later was also produced by the common people.
Paintings in East Asia do not apply on paper, silk, and wood. Performers of kabuki in Japan and Peking opera in China use their faces as the canvas for painting is done in Korea. Some examples of face painting are Mokimi-guma or Suji-guma, where the lines are painted into an actor's face. These are then smudged to soften them. Face painting or Zinzulianpo is done with different colors in accordance with the performing character's personality and historical assessment. The painted faces of Japanese kabuki theater. Kabuki makeup of Japan, kabuki makeup or kisho is already in itself an interpretation of the actor's own role through the medium of the facial features. On stage, this interpretation becomes a temporalization of makeup in collaboration with the audience. It's also another way of face painting which has two types. First, standard makeup applied to most actors. Second, Kumadori makeup applied to villains and heroes. Composed of very dramatic lines and shapes using colors that represent certain qualities, like dark red is a passion of anger, dark blue, depression or sadness, pink, youth, light green, calm, black, fear, and the last is purple, nobility.
Origami developed from techniques for folding paper that first emerged in Japan during ancient times. Japanese origami began hundreds of years ago and evolved into the fantastic array of design we love today.
Origami. The term origami from ori meaning folding and kami meaning paper, it is the traditional Japanese art of paper folding which started in 17th century Origami butterflies were used during the celebration of Sento weddings to represent the bride and groom. So paper folding had already become a significant aspect of Japanese ceremonies by the Heian period, 794-1185 in Japanese history. For examples, flowers, animals, birds, fish, geometric shapes, and dolls are the common models used in Japanese origami.
Mizuhiki plays an important role in Japanese culture as a symbol of affection, warmth, and togetherness made from washi or Japanese paper. Mizuhiki is a colorful twine that is tied in knots to decorate gifts. Each knot has a meaning and is used for a specific event, wedding ceremony, funeral service, birth, visiting someone at the hospital, etc. Mizuhiki knots are closely associated with the Japanese word musubu, meaning connection or tying, because tying a Mizuhiki knot connects people and ties them together. History of Mizuhiki in 607 AD. A Japanese delegate returned from China with a gift for the Japanese emperor. The gift was decorated with a red and white twine that symbolizes safe journey for delegate. The Japanese began creating the knot from washi, starting a tradition of presenting a gift box with a twine or Mizuhiki knot. Mizuhiki is the Japanese art of tying knot for decorative purposes. It goes beyond mere decoration, through as beautiful creative pieces of art can be made with this technique. Practitioners of Mizuhiki use a special kind of paper to create meaningful knot work.
Knot tying in Japan is called hanamusabi. It emphasizes on braids and focuses on individual knots.